Okay guys, it's finally here. The WLtoys 104001. Let's check it out. Well guys, it's finally arrived. One of the most anticipated 110 scale RCs for 2021 so far. The 104001 has arrived here today, and I'm going to take this one out pretty soon, today actually, and we'll test it out. So here it is here guys. It just arrived from Makerfy, so I'd like to thank them very much for sending this one through to me to test out for you guys and feature on the channel. So big thanks to Crystal over at Makerfy for sending this one out in a very timely manner. I believe they sent it out only last Friday and it's Wednesday of this week, so very quick express shipping from Makerfy guys. All the links will be down below if you want to purchase one of these yourself, and I've got a coupon code for a discount as well. So here it is guys, 14 plus, 2.4 gigahertz of course, ready to run at 4-wheel drive. Now they are claiming the 45Ks that I mentioned in my previous videos. A little bit of information on the box. As we can see, we've got the same 2200 milliamp hour battery. This has all metal parts as well as plastic. So, you know, we've got some metal gears in there, and, you know, ball bearings throughout and so forth. Oil-filled shocks. All right, guys, I'm going to get it out of the box. Pretty excited to take this one out since I just received it. And I'll go for a quick unboxing. I'm not going to go right into huge detail with all the, you know, millimeter specs or anything like that. I just want to take it out and run this thing. So I'll quickly show you what's in the box, and I'm going to go test drive this. All right guys, well, I've got it out of the box, and as you can see, we have the standard WLtoys remote control. It's exactly like the previous models, the 144s, the 124s, okay? So it's just a simple controller. We've got our throttle trim dial here, steering trim, fully proportional, nice foam wheel, and your on and off switch just there. And this one takes 4 AA batteries, okay, just like the previous ones. In the bag, as we saw in previous videos, you've got the spoiler that has to be fitted. Got a small bag here with some linkages here and washers, and also the hardware. So we've got the screws to put the wing on, 4 screws. Comes with the little USB charger guys that for this ready to run kit. So you can plug this either into your computer or your wall. It is rated for only 2S, okay? So you get the same charger, screwdriver of course, and we've got the little plastic 4-way tire wrench here to take the wheels off should you need to do so. Also, we have the user manual for this one guys. As you can see, it's made specifically for the new model. And we've got all the parts list on the back. That's all I'm interested in guys with these user manuals. As you can see here, pages upon pages of parts list. We also got exploded diagrams here as well. Okay, pretty awesome. So if you have to work on this car, most of us will be working on this because we'll be upgrading it to brushless. You've got awesome instruction booklet here, okay? All right, well, I'm going to put the spoiler on and we'll have a closer look at the 104001 before I take it out. Okay guys, well, I've went ahead and put the rear wing on. Now those two washers that I showed in that little bag, they are for the rear wing here, and you also get 2 extra screws. There was 4 in that bag, just in case you happen to lose one somehow. But yeah guys, the shocks on first impressions feel a lot better than last year's models. The 12 scale ones, they had way too much oil in there. Sorry about the noise from the bench here, but these seem like they have rectified it at WLtoys to have the decent amount of shock oil this time. All right guys, so as we expect from WLtoys on these RC buggies in previous years, we have a combination of metal and plastic. So all the swing arm and componentry here that make up the chassis is still plastic. The hub carriers are still plastic here, but we do have, by the look of it, some pretty decently thick front CVDs here compared to the previous models, being that this is a 110 scale. They beefed it up a bit. We also have the same, you know, we've got turnbuckles again for the toe and camber adjustment, which is good to see. The shock towers on these in like a gold sort of anodized plating look. Now, a lot of people are saying how thin these shock towers are. I do agree. They are 2.5 millimeter in thickness, but saying that, they don't look any thicker than the previous model, guys. See, the 124019. If I put them together, if you can see that, they look about the same thickness. So they've gone with the same thickness there, guys. But yeah, on the back here, we have another adjustable turnbuckle, okay, for the camber. And we also have on the back here, it looks like the actual dog bones are a little bit thinner than the front ones. Just a fraction thinner. There's the front ones. And on the rear, they're a little bit thinner. I don't know why they went with that choice, but yeah. Okay, so we've got adjustable points on our swing arms as well for the shockies. The shockies on this one are placed in front of the actual tower. When the previous model, they were located behind the shock tower. See that? So they've gone with it in front of the actual shock tower, but you could mount them on the rear here. Actually, you probably couldn't because the wing is in the way. But yeah, okay, guys. So that's why they went for that. Is there any holes for droop screws? It doesn't look like it, guys. Unless I'm missing something. No. There is no tabs on the chassis here anyway, so yeah, it looks like they've went with a slightly different design chassis. It is metal once again, and as you can see, there's an array of Phillips heads once again. Hopefully they're not all glued in like previous models, okay? And we've got the plastic side skirts here, okay? All right, so let's quickly compare it to the 124019. And there you go, guys. That is the difference in the size. So let me put that forward as far as it is. And it's quite considerably bigger with this newer model. Just put them on top of each other and they'll give you an indication. Because there was a lot of people saying, oh, have they stretched it out again? No, they didn't, guys. It is much bigger and heavier than the previous models. All right, guys. So, all right, let's have a look under the hood. Now I'm going to take this one out. All right, guys. Got a nice Lexan shell, as you can see. I believe they've got a green and purple shell, maybe for the upcoming brushless model. Now, I say upcoming brushless model. No one knows when they're going to bring that out, but there have been photos leaked of a green shell, which I actually put in my last video. So here we go again, guys. We've got a brushed electronic system on this one. The ESC is different from the previous models. It looks actually a little bit larger in its size, and it's got a fan this time. We've seen a few videos with one with a fan, one without, but rest assured you're going to get a fan. It's also got a heat sink underneath that fan, and there is an LED light port which is empty there. Just bring it close to the camera, and we've got one for our fan, and also the 5-wire servo on this one. Now, comes with a standard size 10 scale servo here, but it is 5-wire, and you know, most of us guys are going to go with brushless on this one, so we're going to have to convert everything anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, got a center brace here that goes around the rather large spur on this one. It is a metal spur. It's a 70 tooth with the motor has a 22 tooth pinion, I believe. Looks like we've got the same brushed motor, the 550 can, with an inbuilt little fan in there, impeller fan, and we also got a large heat sink wraps around it, which is really good, so that should keep it rather cool. As you can see, it's got a 2-piece tail shaft on this one because we've got the center gearing here on this model, and the front one is a little bit shorter than the back, and we've got the outdrive cups all around. Okay, but yeah, it looks pretty neat. We've got a lot of the bracing. The center bracing is actually underneath the actual tail shaft here, or center drive shaft. Okay, so it's got some support there as well. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. Looking at the tyres, nice soft foam. We've got pretty thick, fat, chunky tyres on the back here. And on the front here, we've got the thinner rail tyres here. They are of a different tread pattern. Okay, so we've got different tread in the rear. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'll fire it up. It does have the same 2200 milliamp hour LiPo. So I've went ahead and got some batteries for this controller. So let's see how it fires up. Okay, so we'll turn that on. Now there is no ESC amp rating for this ESC, so I would be safe to say just stay on 2S. With the history of WLtoys, when you put 3S, it's a luck of the draw type deal. You know, some people get away with running 3S, but a lot of people end up with that magic smoke. So I wouldn't recommend running this on 3S. Yeah, it sounds alright. Now this battery obviously probably in storage charge. It wouldn't be in fully charged. And the servo seems pretty responsive, pretty quick. Not bad. Pretty decent, pretty responsive brakes too. Alright guys, well that's it. I'm going to take this one out now, so I'll catch you out in the testing grounds. So I'll take this out, maybe take a bit off-road and do some speed running as well. We'll test out the stock speed, see if it gets that 45 Ks that they've been stating on the box. I think it should. We'll soon see. Alright guys, catch you then. I'm on location now to test out the 104001 for the very first time. Now to start off, I'm going to do a speed test. So we've got some satellites here. I want to see if it will get that 45 kilometer speed that they claim. So let's go. It's all trimmed out. First time running it, guys. Now because it's only 45 Ks, I don't really need a long stretch of road. Looks like it's topping out there. Go back again. Let's see what you get. Stock out the box. 41.4 guys. From the stock, fully charged 2200 milliamp hour LiPo. Let's try that again. I might go across this ways. Okay, so it does seem like it's topping out. I do have the throttle trim all the way up, just for those guys that might think I'm not. It's turned up fully. Okay. Still a 41.4 out of the stock 2S, guys. So that is what I'm getting here today. Okay, so we'll just take my hat cam off. 41.4 off the stock 2200 milliamp hour 2S LiPo. Okay, so let's I'll put that up in miles per hour for you guys. Put that in my pocket now. 41.4. Okay, let's see how it performs on the tarmac. I was only going in a straight run. I want to see how these tyres grip. It's got a very wide turning circle, guys. Look at that. Full lock. There is no dual rate on this controller. As you know, it's a simple controller. But if you feather the throttle, you can get it to spin. Okay. So these tyres do grip pretty well. They are nice soft compound. You've got very wide ones on the rear, like I showed you in the unboxing. And you can get it to peel out, even though it's four-wheel drive. Pretty decent brakes, reverse gear. Quick flick turn, not bad. Reverse is pretty quick. Okay, let's bring it towards me. Okay, let's do the reverse again. Not bad. Very nice driving buggy, this one. Very smooth. Like the previous models, especially the 124019 with a longer wheelbase. Not bad. So yeah, it didn't get the 45 unfortunately. Wasn't far off. But it's still pretty zippy. Just so glad to have this one finally arrive, guys. We've all been waiting for it, haven't we? And Make a Fire are sending these out. So if you pre-ordered it, rest assured you should be getting yours soon, okay? Doing a really good job. They're the first company to you know, be early on these models, as well as the previous 12 scale. They were the first to ship them out compared to any other vendor. I got some leaves stuck there in the front shock tower. All right, let's test it off-road a bit. I think this one will go all right on a track, you know. Doing it right through this wood chip. Nice control out of this, very smooth. That servo, even though it's, you know, your standard 5-wire that comes with, you know, brushed vehicles, it's actually quite responsive and it's not too bad, it's pretty quick. As you can see, it's a pretty decent off-road basher. Wish that little ramp was here, guys. All that's the remnants of where it was is this bit of yellow sand. I remember doing a backflip with the 104001 a couple of years ago here. Now typically these have about an 80 meter range, 100 meter range. Yep. There we go, still got it. Nice. Let's take it down here, see how it goes on the lawn. Oil-filled shocks, doing a great job. They really tune these ones a lot better than the 124 series, that's for sure. probably remember my videos on that when I received that late last year, November. A lot of us guys had issues with them being way too overfilled, guys, way too stiff. Let's go on this bit of lawn here. This is the first drive, guys. So we're going to probably get a bit of a run time here for you. Pretty hard to tip, can't really tip it, which is awesome with these buggies. When they get to a certain size, 110 scale especially, even my HSP one I recently bought, I've got the brushless version too, they don't tip. Alright, well there goes the battery, hey, there you have it. Okay, so that is the runtime of that battery, about 7 minutes or so like they claim. I do have another LiPo with me, so I might quickly give that a test. So just one moment, guys. Well, what actually happened there, it does still have power, okay. It wasn't the LiPo that was dead by the look of it. As you can see, it's still plugged in. The fan kicked in, so that's the overheating protection, I think, just cut in then when I was on the lawn over there. I'm out at the basketball court again, just in the shade for a moment because it's rather warm. So as you can see, for those concerned, it just shut off now, but the fan was running just then. So obviously it's cooled down enough for it to stop its operation right at the moment. Okay, so let's just have a look. We still have power. I actually turned off. So it turns off. I'll turn it back on again. Now the car is rather hot, guys. This motor is pretty hot. Okay, so it is low battery then, I think, guys. I was wrong there. So anyway, yeah, no power in the throttle now. So that battery is empty, basically flat. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is put this other battery in there. I'll let it cool down for a bit. Like I said, it is rather warm. I can only, that's it. It's pretty hot to touch. So, all right, guys, I'll put it on a different LiPo, take for a bit more of a run for a couple of minutes, and then I'll wrap it up. As well, I just threw in another LiPo, the 2300 milliamp hour, so pretty much on spec with the original. I let the car cool down a bit too. Okay, so just take it for a bit more of a run, a couple more minutes. Just get that in there, and yeah, we'll take it for a bit more of a run here. So it does handle really well, guys, much like the 124 series. You can't tip this one over at all. So I am really keen to see how this one goes on a track, actually. Can do some really good donuts on the spot there. All right. All right, guys, well, I might leave it to there, and I hope you enjoyed this review of this 104001. Great car, guys. It was definitely worth the wait. If you're a fan of the other WLtoys buggies and have them in your fleet, definitely have a look at this one, guys. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. Handles really well, performs pretty decent, you know, with the 550 brush that all the previous models had. Handles really well, guys. like I just mentioned a couple of times, there's no way you're going to tip this one over, and it makes a great platform for a speed runner, that's for sure. It's got some good weight to keep it planted on the road, so I'll definitely be doing some brushless upgrades to this one. I've got a brushless combo that I bought off eBay the other week for my actual HSP X-Star that I picked up, but I think I might be putting that in this, and also got a higher KV motor on the way as well for later on down the track. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. I hope you did anyway, and I appreciate you watching week after week, video after video. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys, and hit that notification bell. That way you'll be informed of every new video that I post up on the channel. You can also follow me on Facebook if you're on Facebook too, under Perth West Oz RC on Facebook, and you can like and follow my page there as well, guys. Okay, so if you want one of these, guys, click on the link below. I'll leave it to makerfire.com, and make sure if you do purchase one of these, use the coupon code Perth West Oz RC. It will all be in the description below anyway, guys, so you get yourself a 7% off discount on the brand new WLtoys 104001. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned. There'll be many more videos on this one to come. All right, guys, catch you later. Happy RCing.